Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? Welcome to CraftStash Live. Welcome to Friday as well. It's the end of the week. We got there finally, and hopefully it's going to be a lovely sunny weekend as well. But before you start off, I don't know, packing off to the beach or whatever you're doing, we have got a fantastic launch today. I think I say that every week because I absolutely adore the products that CraftStash develop themselves, and this is one of them. So you know, we have brands such as Made to Surprise, I have Textures, we have Simply Made Crafts. These are what we call our co-brands. They're fantastic designers who have come in and worked with the CraftStash team to design their products. Now what we also have is in-house designs as well, and Apple Blossom is one of those, and they are absolutely gorgeous. They're a fantastic price because we're designing them ourselves, so you get a lot more for your money. So I'll go through the products in a minute. I'm going to say hello. What we're going to do today is, because it's warmer, I don't know about you, I just saw Karen was in Suffolk. She'll know what I'm talking about. I've got the windows open. I apologise if you hear too much noise, but it's hot in here today. The sun's hot on here because it's lunchtime, so I've got the window open. I've got the aircon on low a little bit, you know, try and save energy, but we're going to take it nice and slow. So we're going to have a nice relaxing live, have a chat. I'm going to answer more of your questions and your comments hopefully today, which I don't usually get to do. So yeah, Karen Price, good afternoon from sunny Suffolk. See, you said it was sunny. Yeah, it absolutely is. Hello to Cheryl Thomas. Hi Lou. Hi everyone. And Marie Blanche. It's evening from a wet and wild Perth. What a difference, isn't it? I mean, I would say you're just over the water, but quite a long way over the water, aren't you, there in Perth? But good evening to you as well. Marie, I was going to call you Maria and I knew that didn't sound right. Hello to Avril as well, and Stuart Thomas, and Teresa, and Andrea, and Gillian. Thank you so much for commenting. Now, Karen has said she's had a look at the backgrounds. They are stunning. They are beautiful. Now, the idea with these, and I will pop over to YouTube in a minute and say hello to a few of you over there as well. Let's just let that catch up. There's lots of you. Hello. I think there's a few of you who are on both by the looks of it as well. So, the DL backgrounds, these call everyday backgrounds. We'll come and have a look at them properly in a moment. These are for your DL shaped cards. My first demonstration is actually going to be 2 cards in one, because I'm going to make a DL one and then use the pieces to make a non-DL background. So don't just think about making your DL shaped cards. All of these can be horizontal and vertical. They are absolutely beautiful. We've got 4 different designs, and we've got sentiment stamps and dies as well. Now, these are available on their own, as are the sentiment stamps and dies. Again, go through them in a moment. The lowest price is $9.99, and then if you are putting one of these and one of these into your basket at the same time, that's going to be just $17.99. Now, I need to remember, I can't remember the prices. I'm just going to double check the price of the dies, because, hang on a minute. I should have done this. I thought I'd done this and it's just slipped. Yes, so these are $12.99. These, I believe the sentiments are $9.99. Yeah, $9.99. This is very professional of me, isn't it? $12.99, $9.99. That would make it almost $22.98. You're getting these 2 for $17.99. Not just these 2, it can be any design of either of them. Okay, shall we come down and have a quick look at my desk, because that's what you want to do, isn't it? Now, of course, we always have things like our deal of the day on CraftStash as well. I'm just going to do my quick YouTube while you just admire this one. This is my favourite, so I'll put this at the top. I'm just going to do my quick YouTube hello. Hello to Gemma. I saw Sam a little while ago doing Gemma's cards on her channel. That was absolutely amazing. Hello to Vicky, to Debbie Plowman, Karen Reeves, Louise Noah, Mama Bear. Some of you who have YouTube handles, I apologise that I can't say your first names. I'm trying to get to know them all. So I do apologise if I just call you by, for example, Mama Bear. Let me know what your first name is and I'll try to remember for next time. All of you saying hello to each other as well. That's lovely. It's a little Friday catch up, isn't it? So these are the dies we're going to be getting. There's 2 dies in each of these sets. They're big dies. Let me just take these out of the packet for you to show you. Now, you've got the die there. I've actually got some bits left in it, which I'm going to have to take out. This is me getting ready for the live and preparing my cards and not cleaning my mess up. My studio's actually had a big tidy up today. I actually sent Sam Calcott's picture message. I don't think she's seen it yet. Earlier, and said, on the day of a live, I've decided to sort out all my card samples. I've got boxes, or I did have boxes and cards laying everywhere. I've cleaned up, I've hoovered, I've dusted, I've wiped the floor, I have organised. It's great. So now I want to stay in here the rest of the day. Do you get like that when you clean your craft room? You just don't want to do anything else, you just want to stay in it and make more mess. it kind of invigorates you, doesn't it? So what you're getting is the beautiful die there. Look at those leaves. You can cut those out as well, fussy cut into them if you want to. You could layer them up, so you could have one way and then one the other way laid over the other to look like a real jungle look through. Then you've also got an outline die. Now this is ever so slightly, it's in the packet, but ever so slightly larger than the first die, so you're going to be able to do your matting and layering. And I'm going to show you through a few cards in just a moment. I should leave that one out really. That's the first one I'm going to be working with. Can you all hear me okay? Because I've actually changed where my microphone is, so it's not attached to my top. I'm feeling a little bit hot and bothered today. Didn't want wires on me today, so let me know if you can't hear me and I will turn the volume up. Yeah, Debbie, you can see why that one's my favourite. Absolutely, it's gorgeous. Hello to Donna, she's catching a live for the first time. Hello, lovely to see you. Tara, she's not very well and this should cheer her up. Oh, well, I hope so, Tara. I will do my very best for you. They're really good size die, Debbie, yes they are. And Kathy Saltmarsh is also from a chilly South Australia. What is it with Australia? I always thought Australia was warmer than us, but it seems from Marie and Kathy, it's not today. So here's my take on this die. Now the first one I did actually was this one. Okay, you can see all my cameras and things. Oh, should we just look at my face in the mirror card? It's a proper shiny mirror card. I don't want to do that to you. We've got all sorts there. But all I've done is simply cut this from a teal coloured cardstock. I've inked in some green into some areas to give it a kind of a two-tone look and then popped it on some gold mirror card. I mean, how beautiful is that? This is one of those sentiments, take time to heal. I love that. I really love that. That would actually encourage me to send cards more often when people need it, and receiving something like this in the post unexpectedly is really going to make people smile. You know what, maybe Tara, perhaps we could send this to you. But it sounds like you need it today. So this one was the second one I did. Now this collection absolutely lends itself to being cut from black cardstock. Okay, if you've got black cardstock laying around, if you don't, you're going to need to get some. Now I noticed we've got some on CraftStash. £1. I'm not joking, I think it's 10 sheets for £1. That offer was there yesterday. Go and have a look. Just type in black card or black cardstock. Look through the essentials tab, I think it is, on papercraft and then essentials, card and paper. I don't know. Go find it on CraftStash. If anyone can find it, actually, if Hillary's watching, could you find that 10 sheets of black cardstock? I'm sure it's £1. I may be imagining it. If not, it's got £1 off and it's like £2.99, something like that. You're going to need it for this. These lend themselves to silhouettes. That's what I was getting at. But I also love this. This is going to be the first card I make to show you how I did that. Really, really easy. What I then did is, let's take this one out, is I'm going to do this as well for you, is the opposite. So I've literally taken the negative from this one and done a completely different card for it. I'm going to be doing that in my demonstration too. The lovely Glynis Bakewell has done some beautiful cards for us as well today. This is one of hers. How stunning is that? Now, where I said about the silhouettes, the black, it really does work. It works so well this way as well. Fantastic bright colours in the foreground in the die cut and just solid black behind. Glynis always does the best cards. I mean, they are thick, they are sturdy, there's lots of layers. I love her cards, always feel like such good quality, they really do. But yeah, isn't that absolutely beautiful? So that is the Tropical Leaves die. Then we've got, trying to keep up with everything, Louise Noah. My daughter had a 12-week scan, third grandchild on the way. Yay, congratulations. Debbie's got some for £1 as well. Yeah, so it must be on there somewhere. Christine Thompson, she loves the look of these. She bought my collection the other day along with Made to Surprise. There's these are now on her list as soon as she can get them. Yeah, obviously we bring you launches all week, every week. Virtually every day we have brand new products in. We do not expect everybody to buy everything. Of course we don't. Pick and choose what your budget will stretch to. I certainly would never say you have to buy this, you have to buy that. Do what your budget will allow and what you really love, because at the end of the day you need to be able to actually use these products. If you have too much, don't you just can't use them. Again, I'm not going to get all the dies out. This is my second favourite, and do you know what, when I first looked at it in the packet, there was another one that was my second favourite, but then I saw this card that Glynis did. I'll show you that in a moment. Look at this die. Isn't it beautiful? That bamboo there. So pretty, really gorgeous. Okay, let's pop that back in. You do get the outline die with that as well. Look at this. This is what made me think, wow, actually I love this one even more than the other one that was my second favourite. She's used the vertical sentiments there. We'll go through the sentiments in a moment as well. How pretty is that? All of these cards are super quick to make, but really easy as well, and that's what I love about these. Apple Blossom just do that. They give you kind of basics that you can put your own spin on, that are going to see you through so many different occasions and so many different events throughout the year. And then this was my take on it, so I think I'm going to actually demo this card as well. You've got the black under there too. I've actually used CraftStash adhesive foam. It was extremely fiddly, I'll be honest with you, so I'm going to do it a slightly different way in the demonstration for you, because you've got lots of little bits I had to line up. You can see I didn't do a great job at doing all of them either, but I still love the effect. I did splat some black ink on there too. So that's the bamboo, or bamboo canes it's called. This one's the pampas grass. Now, okay, hands up, in the 80s, who had a pampas grass in their garden? I did. We had a whole driveway literally paved around this one pampas grass that my dad would hate to have to go and cut down every year, and there'd be the bits flying everywhere, and I swear that sort of helped towards my hay fever being as bad as it possibly could when I was a child. But you don't see so many of them now, do it? In fact, somebody was asking me the other day, not asking me, asking on a local group that I'm in, does anyone have a pampas grass? They want to come and take some cuttings before they cut it down. It's really popular now, and I think it's very popular in home decor, isn't it? Yeah, so this one looks like wood. Now this one's really clever. Oh no, there was a demonstration I was going to do. I completely forgot to get it prepared for you. We'll see what time we get at the end. This looks absolutely beautiful embossed. If you just emboss it and lightly ink the top, we'll see if I can grab the bits, if they're all close enough to hand, to do that at the end. Take a look at this with that colour. With that colour behind, just in black again. Look at that black. You need black cardstock for this, isn't it gorgeous? And then just to prove that these can also be horizontal, they don't have to be vertical. Many of our samples are vertical. How cool is that? If you love things like mixed media, this is going to be perfect. It almost looks like threads, when you zoom in really close to like the frayed edge of something. Or, you know, I think you could probably think of a million things that potentially could be. It's just gorgeous, a fantastic texture. And again, this white on white adds amazing texture to a background that's nice and subtle. So that one, where's the die? There, I've put it in the wrong pile. That's the pampas grass. Now this one, okay. This one I've seen, because there is a competition actually, everybody. You are going to be in with a chance of winning all of this. One of you watching live now can potentially win one of these bundles, everything, and then there's also another chance to win, and that's over on our Facebook page. That post was put up, I think it was yesterday, and what we've asked is, what is your favourite of the 4 designs? So just go over to the Facebook page, comment there, but I'm going to ask you a separate question here, so you've got 2 chances to win. The reason we do that is if you can't catch us live, you've got another chance to go and win, because we keep that competition open for a little bit, well, quite a bit longer actually, quite a few days longer. So what I noticed is a lot of people were saying the dandelion clocks was their favourite, and I felt really bad because I didn't at first realise it was dandelion clocks, which is silly because the name's on it. But when I first started crafting, I thought, oh, it's either fireworks or like green, just the green tropical leaves that are really spiky. I thought it was those. Glynis has made this beautiful card here. Excuse me, there's a lorry going past. Of course there is. It's the quietest part of the whole estate the rest of the week, but as soon as I start live, there'll be vehicles come past. With this beautiful sort of lilac colour mirror card behind. Mirror card's not doing me any favours today because you will have to see my reflection in it. And that stunning glitter on there. Glynis, honestly, you're a genius. That is so pretty. It could also be fireworks as well. Towards Halloween, you could make this into cobwebs. You can use this one so much. But this was my take on it, which is a little bit different. I am denied about doing this because I did it in green originally. First of all, I did it in green thinking, okay, it's tropical leaves. I was just, quickly getting all these cards made so I could play with them. So I cut it from green, automatic. And then I realised it was dandelion clocks. I was like, okay. So I've used some creative expressions or cosmic shimmer, fluffy stuff. And the fluffy stuff is usually made for Christmas because you pop it on, you heat it up, it expands, looks like fluffy. But I just used that all over these. I think they're just about dry. There might be a few bits that are a little bit, no, I think they're dry now because I just did it this afternoon, this morning. I put very thinly over the green, and then I put some blobs at the end for the dandelions, and it's actually given it loads of texture and looks more like dandelions. So everyone's saying what their favourites are. Do you know what? Go over and say on the CraftStash page which one's your favourite. I'm going to ask you another question in a moment. Okay, so these are the last two items. Now these are the ones that are $12.99. These are $9.99 each, and you're going to get a lot of use out of them. And actually, tip for you, which I'll show you in a moment what I've been doing, is to stamp lots of these at once. You've just got them already stamped. So we've got wishing you well, trust in yourself, thanks a bunch, besties forever, bright and beautiful. I love these. And then what you also get is the outline dies to cut them out. So you've got the thin one, then you've got the slightly wider one that's going to cut you a mat or layer to go around that, but also you can also just cut that as a more of a bold sentiment strip if you prefer. Either way, so that's the vertical one, and then you'll see that the horizontal one's actually my favourite of the two. I shouldn't have favourites, I know, they're all wonderful. This one is let's celebrate, you can do it, enjoy your day, especially for you, and take time to heal. And look, what I said about stamping them and cutting them when you need them, I've done it loads. Look, white on black, and then black on white. That's white embossing powder on black. And I've just got these here. There's the smaller die to cut them out. I've already got a bit of tape, just peel that off gently, attached to it, so I can just pop that on there. And then I've got the wider one as well, and I've used those across my cards loads all the time. So I think these are essential, not just for with these dies, of course. They're just going to sit in your stash and you're going to bring them out time and time again. So they are all the items. I think we need to get on to a demonstration straight away. Let's have a look. Lynette has said her favourite is the dandelion clocks. Let's just come back to me so you're not just looking at the map while I just go through a few of these. Deborah's favourite is the tropical leaves. Excuse me. Cool sentiments, says Benita as well. And Debbie, she loves them all. Who have we got? We've got so many people here. Sam Hope. Sam, actually, you won just recently, didn't you? You won a prize. Congratulations to you. They're amazing backgrounds. So hard to pick a favourite. She loves them all. She'd pick the dandelion. You put hawks, I assume you mean clocks. And Linda is the foliage. Yeah, it's between the foliage and the bamboo for me, I think, the two. So really quick, really effective cards that just take seconds to put together, really, once you've die cut everything, and I'll prove that in just a moment. Now, if you want to win this entire collection, I'd like you to answer me a different question to the one that's over on the Facebook page for that competition. This is a completely different competition, and what I'd like to know is, you've seen the sentiments that we've got across the die sets here. What sentiment would you love to have on a card that maybe you've not seen anywhere before, or you very rarely see, or maybe you've got it in die form and not stamp form? What is your favourite sentiment that you'd love to be able to get your hands on more easily, maybe? So yeah, just let me know that, because I think everybody has a little thing that they say very often, things like that. So I must admit, when my husband gets home from work and we sit, I say, how you diddling? How you diddling? It's a bit of a mouthful, and I don't think there'll ever be a stamp set like that, but that would be pretty cool to put on a friend's card. Okay, shall we get this? Shall we get this demo done? Move my cards out of the way. Again, thank you, Glenys. Absolutely wonderful cards as always. I'm going to work first of all with that one that I said is my favourite. This one here. Oh, it's so nice to have a nice clean craft room, and I look around and I think, oh, that's all sorted. Now, what I've done first of all, let's just cut this. Let's just cut this from black so you can see how well they cut. This is another thing. They are large panels, and if you're a crafter like me, the first thing you're going to think is, right, that's a large panel. How well is that going to cut? Honestly, cuts absolutely beautifully. Let me just turn my die cutting machine in so you can see there's no hocus pocus jiggery going on here. I'm going to use my CraftStash tape. This is the low tack tape. This is the one that comes 3 rolls, 1 dispenser, and is about $4.99, an absolute bargain. If you're ever looking for things to top up your basket so you don't have to pay that postage, which is £30 in the UK and $80 in the US. I must admit, I don't know about other countries. I'm assuming it's also $80, but you know, correct me if I'm wrong. I just know the US one, I apologise. Or on the US site anyway. But if you're spending over £30, you get free UK delivery. So if you need to top your basket up at any point, things like this are going to be something you're going to use all the time. The blending brushes. Now, did I see the blending brushes back in stock, or did I dream it? I may have dreamt it. I think one of the essentials has just come back into stock. I can't remember what it is. Another essential, I'm hoping we've still got these in stock. I'm hoping they're there somewhere. Is the shims. I must admit I've not actually needed to use the 2 fluffy shims that are a CraftStash essential, but I might show you how they work in a little while. So just, there we go. Get the plates in and rolling. Now I'm sitting down, and usually I like to stand up when I die cut. More because of the angle of my hand. It just makes it a lot easier for die cutting now. I'm going to try and roll that out without it all pinging. There we go, without it all pinging forward and me having to walk around my desk to pick it up. Now look at all these pieces. They've already started coming out. Look, they're just falling out. Now the first thing I do is I go to the middle, because if it anywhere's not going to cut properly, it's going to be the centre of the die, isn't it? Look at that. It's all out. It's all coming out beautifully. I'm in a very good mood today. I don't know what it is. I'm in quite a relaxed, I think it's because I've been organising and cleaning. I feel like I'm ready for the weekend now. Like, I haven't got anything too much on my to-do list. Well, I have actually, I've got loads, but you know, nothing that can't wait till Monday. Went for a run this morning. I've done that, that's good. Those sort of jobs are done. So yeah, let me just see. Pokey tool, an absolute essential that I don't have to hand. I'm just going to clean my die while I'm here. There we go. So everything's out of there. As you can see, it cuts absolutely beautifully. There we go. Isn't that stunning? How quick was that? Now, because I've been tidying and hoovering, I'm going to put this straight into my bin and hope that nothing misses. Nope, all in there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some ink blending. Now, I don't know about you, but I love to watch ink blending. So this is something I always leave for the demonstrations. I don't usually do this in advance because so many people just like to watch it. It's quite therapeutic to sit and watch. So my choice of colours are here. So they are the Twisted Citron in Distress Oxide, Salvage Patina and Quiche Flamingo. Quiche Flamingo. I always wonder if I'm actually saying that right. Rachel Dye says, I love these so much, they're gorgeous. Avril, yes, it's because it's Friday. I think it's Friday. I haven't got too much to do at the weekend. The one thing I thought I had to do, I don't now have to do. So kind of freed my weekend up. So yeah, I'm a happy bunny. I might go and get my car washed. I say get my car washed, I should really wash it myself, but you know, in this heat. Okay, so I'm going to start with Twisted Citron. And I'm going to put this on now. Each of these colours I'm going to overlap into another one. So make sure I do a nice big, slightly more than a third here. Okay, and then I'm going to do the Salvage Patina. But I may come back to each colour and help with the overlap and the blending if I need to. So this is a CraftStash blending ink mat, ink blending mat, I think it is. They come in a set of 2. So you get this one, which is kind of about A4 size, and then there's another one that's around about, I want to say 6 by 6 inch. It's a slightly smaller one. Great if you've only got a small area to do your ink blending. I have heat embossed on it with this underneath my work surface, which was silly of me. It has warped ever so slightly because of that, but it still works perfectly. And as you can see, it cleans up really well as well. So just going over there, that's not actually blended in too bad to the Twisted Citron, so I don't need to do any more of that. And then let's do the pink. Now the pink and the Quiche Flamingo and the Twisted Citron sometimes can look almost a little bit muddy. So what we're going to do is, we're going to do it anyway, because I love these 3 colours together. Look, we get a lovely purple where the blue is. And then we do get, it's almost an orange, but it's not quite a bright orange where the 2 of those join. It's not bad. It's not too horrendous, is it? And then let's just blend this one in. So what I'm going to do, because I'm not going to use the whole circle, I'm going to make sure that this part here, where I'm not such a big fan of the colour, is not a part that I use. So that's an option for you. So If you want to find all these items, everybody, by the way, literally everything that I'm using, just pop on to craftstash.co.uk. You'll see everything there. If you're not in the UK, that's craftstash.us. We also have a blog over there as well. So you've got your website, you've got all your offers and your deals, but you've got your website as well. So, sorry, your blog as well. So you can go and see, if you pop to the inspiration tab, that's where the blog posts are. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lay this over whereabouts I want to do. There we go. Now just taking a look, because, so for example, where the curve of my circle is under here, I don't think you can see that very well. I'm just wondering what's the best way of you being able to see that. Probably not a lot better, but either way. There, so where the curve of the circle is, I just want to make sure that that's not fitting against the line of a leaf. The reason being, and it's just a tip for you that I discovered when I was doing it. For example, when I did this one, because the curve of the circle fit really perfectly with the edge of that leaf, it then looks as if there's just a missing spot. You kind of want to just sit in the middle of the leaves, if that's the case, if it's running in the same direction. Hope that makes sense to everybody. So just move that, hopefully we'll get a little bit of that there. Let's take some tape, just tape this down. Now I'm happy with it. See that kind of orangey colour is just off the edge there. Okay, and let's run this one back through. Pop it in here so you can see what I'm doing. Put that on there carefully. Try not to move it too much. I think I'm also very happy because my little boy who's 14, but he's, you know, he'll always be my little boy, he's my baby. He is away on an army cadet camp, summer camp. It's 10 days away. And me being a worrying mum, I'm going absolutely crazy. Oh, sorry, there was something knocked down there when I just jolted that. Yeah, I found it really, really hard the last couple of days, and he's back on Monday. So I think that's, I'm starting to get a bit relieved. And I saw a photo of him today, so they do post updates on their social media. Now, I'm being really careful because of the static. As you can see, a few of the pieces are on my plate, so just very careful to not move those too much. I'm going to pop these bits back in where they want to go. Now this really depends on the type of cardstock you use as to how much your pieces will release and how much they will actually stay in the die. What we usually want is for pieces to fall out perfectly, but not always the case, is it? So let's just pop that piece in there. There's that edge I was looking at. So that's, save that if you like it, save it. Make sure you don't lose that bit. That piece can stay in there. I'm very gently just going to try and pull out the die. Do you know what? I'm gonna try and remember which way round I did this earlier. That little bit I can pop in later. Put everything in place. Don't worry about taking anything out now. Now I'm going to go round with my glue. Stay. There we go. I've got, this is from Crafter's Companion. I think it's a precision tip. It's from CraftStash, but it's the Crafter's Companion one. It's the precision tip glue applicator with some cosmic shimmer glue inside. So what I'm going to do is take a look at this and just add a little bit of glue to the excess, the bits that would leave behind. So that's all the bits that are between the leaves. Being careful not to put the glue, oh, there we go. Pop you back in, come on. Careful not to put the glue on the actual leaves at the moment. So this bit, it's better to take it slow and make sure that you're not putting glue where it shouldn't be. And we're only looking for a little bit, just enough to tack. If you put too much on here or too thick, it can take too long to catch, and you might end up lifting your die up in a moment and it completely going, lifting up. So are you still all with me? I haven't looked at the comments for just a moment. I hope you're all still there and okay. What's for lunch today? I love that question. Does anyone remember when I had a live with Helen Griffin, and we didn't realise that while her video was playing, everybody could hear us, and that was, what are you going to have for lunch today when we're finished here then? Oh dear, never forget that. So I've got a piece of black cardstock. I'm just going to put the lid or the pin back in the top of this because, as I say, very hot today. Got the sun coming through. I'm just going to line the edge of this card up with the edge of the die and really press that down hard. I'm going to slide this off, turn that over, and then take my pokey tool. So yeah, everybody, what's for lunch? What are your Friday afternoon plans? Are you on a lunch break now? Do you have to go and work this afternoon? Are you getting ready? Are you going away for the weekend? It's lovely weather in the UK. A little bit cooler now. It's calmed down, hasn't it? It's not quite as full on heat as it was. Oh, it was lovely though. I got to top up my tan without even trying. There we go. I'm just popping my pokey tool through these gaps. These are the bits. These should be the bits that you've glued. Hopefully the bits between. Now, is that all of them? I think that's probably all of them. So gently, very gently peeling this off, just being sure. Okay, and then again, very gently, because you've not applied any glue to it, you should be able to lift off this piece. Just making sure I don't move anything I didn't want to move. Make sure everything, there we go. Now I did say about this little bit, little green bit, let's pop this back in. So that goes around here. Now I can see the line where it needs to go. There we go. How pretty is that? And that is just the excess, because what we also now have is this coloured piece. Let's move my die cutting plates out the way. It is really pretty, isn't it? People saying cool, really cool. It is. I love doing that. Can you see what I mean? I did actually still manage to just catch that. It doesn't look so bad though, but you don't get the full circle effect along the edge of that leaf. It's not too bad though. And then this one will layer up just on top of your black one. So we'll just apply glue to this, and now it's up to you here whether you want to add this on with a slight offset, so you've got a slight black shadow, or whether you prefer to put it on completely, totally straight, totally lined up, and make sure that you don't see any of the black underneath. I think I'm going to do a slight shadow on this one. Really pretty colours. You can do this with any colours as well if you want to just go for your reds and your yellows and your oranges, or blues and greens, or just green if you want to. Stick with the leaf theme. Probably a pair of tweezers is a good idea here if you want to keep your hands nice and clean. Let me see. Tweezers is the one thing I always lose. If you've ever heard me say, oh, I don't know where I put that, it'll be my tweezers. Oh, I can see them. That makes a change. And they're usually mucky with glue as well. There, let's pick this up. Okay, I'm just going to grip this end. Line this up. There we go. So that goes on there. So slight shadow. So I'm just going to bring it up and slightly to the left a little bit. And just pressing down a small section at a time. There we go. How cool. Now you can do this with absolutely any of those dies, any of the designs. I just think it looks brilliant with the leaves. There we go. How quick and easy is that? And then you can pop that onto the white to really make that stand out. Obviously I haven't glued that on at the moment. This can go under here, so let's very quickly glue these on. I can't believe you're another year old. I thought you were talking about me. I thought you were saying, who is this? Shelley. I thought Shelley, I just caught the comment. I thought Shelley was saying she can't believe I'm old, basically. It's my birthday next month, not next month yet, in September. And it's a big birthday as well. So for some reason, I just suddenly thought, oh, she knows about my birthday and she can't believe I'm that old. Maybe I need to read the rest of it. You don't look a day over 30. Changed my mind, now that's my favourite. I know. I just realised you're all putting in the comments the sentiments I'd forgotten I'd asked about. Oh dear. Me saying I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. I'm not in a very observant mood, am I? Maybe I need to catch up or have the afternoon off. There we go. Got to take my daughter to a wedding later. She's a guest at a wedding of people she doesn't know. So she's going as a +1. So I'm excited to see her all dressed up. As I helped her pick out the outfit for about the last month, shoes and all of that, it's nice to see it all come together. And then I get my little boy back on Monday. Very excited about that. I don't even know what time Monday yet. Probably evening, because we'll see. They'll probably get up to all sorts during the day. It's been amazing. Honestly, if you've got children or grandchildren and you're looking for clubs or extra activities for them, have a look into Army Cadets or one of the sort of sister companies as such, because it's absolutely amazing. It doesn't cost anything to go. All you need to pay for is, or certainly with my son's detachment, all I needed to buy was his boots. Everything supplied. The trips are really, really cheap, and they do so much. He's done paddleboarding, kayaking, climbing, shooting, clay pigeon shooting. I said kayaking, did paintballing, motocross, motorbike, dirt bike, whatever, things like that. They've been to Duxford Air Museum. Honestly, all of this, 10 days, £60. Anyway, I'm not selling Army Cadets. I'm selling these. Where's my little dies? There they are. The sentiments. Let's do the sentiments. Let's finish these 2 cards off. And he loves it. He absolutely loves it. Dream, create, grow. That's a nice one as well. 21 again. Yeah, I'd love to be. Would I love to be 21 again, really? I think when I was 21, I wasn't doing this job. I love this job. No, I don't think I would want to be 21 again. I think I've changed so much. So I'm going to use Let's Celebrate in white for this one, because I think the white will stand up really nicely. And I'm going to use, especially for you, on the black, the white on black for the other one. I'll just take my low tack tape, because I don't know what I've done with the other bit. Probably still on my die. I've still got another demonstration. I'm going to do that bamboo next. If you're still staying with me, I hope you are. All these comments, I will pick a winner in a little while. When I finish the next demonstration, where are we? Oh, I haven't got very long to do that one, have I? Actually, it's much quicker than this one. This one I'm doing 2 cards in one, so it's taking a little bit longer. But the bamboo is super quick. I just need to die cut everything. No prep. Just know what I'm going to do. There we go. So the black, very gently peel that off. Oh no, I peeled off the E. But let's just take a little bit of a white pen. Let's do a little quick fix, because my tape was brand new, so it peeled off the E that was heat embossed. There we go. It's fine. I've rescued it. So that can go there, and then I will put the Let's Celebrate again. I'm going to peel this back very carefully. Now, when you're peeling back, double-sided, low tack tape, it still sometimes is very tacky. It's a good idea not to lift it upwards, but instead to peel it backwards, fold it back on itself and roll it back gently, and that usually helps release the paper a little bit gentler. There we go. And Let's Celebrate will go there. I will just stick them down with foam tape a little bit later, and they will be finished. Shall we take a look at the bamboo next? Let's clear these away very quickly. Pop you away, pop you away, pop you away. And let's take the bamboo. There we go. Okay. This one, like I say, really, really quick. Hello to Christine. Christine, Brush English. How are you? Joe Crafty, I do love your name. I need your name. Is that okay? Can I have your name? If I was 21 again, there's so much I would do differently. I think that's the thing, isn't it? I think most people wouldn't necessarily want to be 21 again if it meant following the same path. But if you could be 21 again and change things, yeah, I think so. I think so. So the bamboo. Now the bamboo, I'm just very, very simply going to cut from, it's not quite a craft, it's slightly warmer than a craft, just from a brown cardstock. that one there. I've done it again. There's my other tape. Should we put 3 on here? There we go. Now, without being able to check if they're still in stock, I'm going to show you how this works. There's 2 of these in a pack. I believe they're on the CraftStash website. If they're not, they certainly will be soon. They are an essential item. They're under, I believe they're under the, are they Creative Craft Products or CraftStash brand? I don't know if Hilary was able to have a quick look at those for me. But they're the shims, the fluffy shims. So these, I'm just going to show you how they work. So what I tend to do is, personally, I like to cut upwards. Just a preference of mine, I prefer to cut upwards. If you want to cut downwards, you're going to put your fluffy shim on top. If you do it like me and you cut upwards, you're going to put your fluffy shim underneath. Essentially, the fluffy shim is going to be against the back of your die, not against your paper. Okay, you don't want to cut into the shim. All you're doing is you're boosting the pressure. I don't need it for this die, I'm just going to show you how it works. Roll that through nice and slowly. Oh, I love that noise. If you're a die cutter, you know that noise is just everything cutting through beautifully. A sentiment, a fast of life after Monday and the fact of life, I think you meant, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to read that out, but yeah, it's very, very true. It does. But we're on Friday now, Bonita. We're on Friday and it's a good day. I hope it's a good day for you all anyway. Do you have weekend plans? Have I asked you this already? I probably asked, didn't have a look. Ah, Lynette, she has the shims, but she's never used them. Oh no, definitely. Something like this. This is a fantastic die. You really don't need, look at that. Just like that. If you're doing like a Japanese theme, perfect. You don't need the shims for this. It's just that was sat to the side, so I just thought I'd show you how to use it. I'm just going to clean this up. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll put that to the side. I'll clean that one up later. And I need, because I just need, oh no, I need the die. I need to cut another one. I need to cut a black one. Can you tell I'm not quite as prepared today as I usually am? I usually have a guest doing this for me, don't I? So next week we've got a lot of lives going on. We have one Monday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. The Thursday one isn't up yet. That was only confirmed last night. But we have, on Monday, Sam is going to be launching the Easy Folds, Creative Craft Products Easy Folds. You may have caught me on Creative Craft with them a little while ago. Last weekend, I think it was, maybe. Yeah, they sold out, so you can only get them from CraftStash, and you're going to need to be quick because I don't think there's a huge amount left, but Sam's going to do her magic with them on Monday, so that's at 12:30 on the CraftStash page. Then on Wednesday, what do we have on Wednesday? You know what, I can't remember. This is really bad. I can't remember what live we've got on Wednesday or on Friday, but I know on Thursday we have got the lovely Els from Elizabeth Crafts joining us, and that will be a later in the towards the evening live as well on Thursday. I'm going to set the event up for that this afternoon, so yeah, keep an eye out for that, because you know so Els was the lovely lady, very talented, who first showed me the effect where you use a fruit tea bag or any tea bag and you dry the tea bag out and then you can stamp onto it and put it onto your cards, and I love that effect. I was blown away when she showed me that, so hopefully she'll have some more wonderful techniques to show us. She's bringing us some brand new planner essentials, so make a note in your diary, but come back to the CraftStash page and check out the events, because that's where we're going to have everything up there. Wednesday, Maria. No, Sheena's not on Wednesday. She's got a little bit of a break at the moment, hasn't she? I think she's not on until after she's been to Create and Craft. Hello, Maria. Anyway, how are you? Lovely to hear from you. I'm going to have a look, everybody. I'm going to have a look at the CraftStash page for you. Look at that. Okay, look. Admire this black bamboo while I just have a look at CraftStash page. Isn't this good? I just want to update you on what the lives are. It's going to take a little while. How pretty is that? There we go. And see, I didn't need the shim, so I was just showing you the shim. Beautiful. Okay, CraftStash. Very easy. If you just go to CraftStash, you can go to events. Oh, of course, Sunday as well. Marta does her digital Sunday, 10 a.m. on a Sunday morning, every Sunday morning. So we've got, okay, so we have got, Katie Skilton has got a brand new launch. If you remember Katie, I worked with Katie years and years ago when we both used to work for a company called Do Crafts. It's no longer called Do Crafts, but many of you will remember it. And Katie works with us now and has done for quite a while, but she's been working mostly behind the scenes, but she has her own range out under the CraftStash & Co brand, and that's going to be launching on Wednesday. So yeah, very excited for that one. I think I need to sort Friday's live out because I can't see that it's in the events either. I'll get on that, everybody. But there's lots you can do. We've also got a craft along with John Lockwood on Wednesday the 10th of August. That's going to be up very, very soon. So again, the events there, you can already be, what's the word? You can already be registering your interest. Now, lastly, I've got this coloured paper. Now I'm trying to remember where this came from. It's a paper pad. I think it may have been a studio-like paper pad. There's lots of different ones, but I think I might be wrong. And I'm going to use the outline die just to cut this down to size. I'm going to need, I've just put my die cutting machine away as well, haven't I? Pop one there and pop one there. Let's see the comments. I wonder if anyone. CraftStash is such a wonderful growing company. Do you know what? We are growing all the time. We've got amazing designers such as Sheena, and of course Sam, Helen Griffin, Christina Griffiths. I never get the two of them muddled up, honest. The surnames. We've got people like Katie Skilton as well, of course. We have got other designers working with us behind the scenes too, which I can't say now, but yeah, it's all very exciting. There's lots and lots going on. It's just gently, I'm very gently going to peel this back, ever so gently. Do you know what? I think we might be back with Sizzix again. We could be back with Sizzix again. Doing a Tim Holtz launch. It could be what it is. I'm trying to picture my plan. Look at that. So that cuts out a perfect DL background. Now, if you don't have DL card bases, this is a pre-made one. If you don't have those, you can of course be using your die because it is the exact same size. So as you see, this will layer over absolutely perfectly. If you don't know what a DL card is, I'm sure most of you do, it's a double length. So the length is double what the width is. CraftStash offers so many wonderful products. They are my go-to crafty place. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's so much fun to work with them as well. It's brilliant. I love it. And you can all be involved with CraftStash, whether it's joining in the lives, tagging us as well. If you create online, whether it's on Facebook, on Instagram, even on TikTok. We're on TikTok now. Pinterest, wherever it is, just tag us. Put hashtag CraftStash, hashtag Made to Surprise, Sheena, obviously Lou Collins, or not Lou Collins, Textures, all of these brands, just hashtag us and we'll see them. So that's going to go, I mean, that looks beautiful, doesn't it? Doesn't that just look absolutely gorgeous? Stunning. It almost looks like palm trees as well, if you were sort of sat on the floor looking up, kind of in the distance, they're a little bit smaller. Does anyone see that as well? Or am I just the only one? Just going to put a tiny bit of glue around here. Not a lot. I should have used my fine glue applicator actually. We have got next Sunday as well over on all of our own YouTube channels, and CraftStash will be kind of hosting it, so you can find all the details from there. We've got a blog hop going on with, so there's Helen Griffin kicking things off. Then she's going to Helen, who are you going? You're going to me, and then I'm going to Sheena, and then Sheena is going to Sam, and then Sam is going to Christina. And it's all about friendship because it's the National Day of Friendship next Sunday. That's not this Sunday, that's a week's time. Just trying to remind you of everything. Oh, you have the, okay, Louise Noah on YouTube has the Card Making Magic DL card builder, and she doesn't use it enough. Yes, is it Card Making Magic or is it Paper Discovery? Because Paper Discovery did a DL card builder. But either way, whichever one you've got, yeah, absolutely, you can use that. So you can build your DL cards. You can add different backgrounds to these. You can snip into these as well. So this one, for example, you could layer up, and you could have it as multiple pieces of bamboo. You can ink the leaves part, do it in brown, ink the leaves in green, which was what I kind of started to do on my first one. Now again, I'm going to slightly offset this, not a lot, by maybe a millimetre or so, just so you can see the black outline just on one edge. Now there's a little bit of glue, I'm just going to dab that up. How are we doing for time? 10 minutes, not so bad. There we go. Now I'm going to go and have a look at all of those comments in a minute. Look at that, easy peasy. And the finished card with the sentiment on as well is like so. I actually used the double-sided foam sheets in black from CraftStash. They are brilliant, absolutely fantastic, but of course quite fiddly to do for this particular die. Absolutely doable, of course, I did it, but it took far too long for me to demonstrate live, so that's why I went with the layer of black. But that one's got the dimension in, hopefully you can see that, and that's what it looks like. All I did is I took a bit of black, I flipped some ink around the base here, and then put that solid black sentiment on there too. So that is the 4 sets of Apple Blossom. I was nice and tidy, and now I'm not quite so tidy. Let's bring those all back in just so you can see those before I pick a winner and see who has won all of these. So we've got the bamboo that I've just worked with, we have got the tropical leaves, we've got the dandelion clocks, and then we've got the pampas grass, and the winner is also going to get the landscape sentiments, and oh no, it's gone. Oh, it's fallen on the floor and I can't reach it, but you also get the vertical sentiments as well. I knew something wouldn't quite go right today, but never mind, we're still here. So let's see. Now I'm in YouTube, so I'm going to stay in YouTube and I'm going to see who the winner is. Let's look at some of these sentiments. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a scroll. This is the best way for me to pick randomly. I'm just going to do a scroll. I'm going to go and see what the closest comment to that question is. So I don't even, do you see the dot there? So I've got okay, I hadn't actually asked a question then, because we're talking about pampas grass. Let's go there. Is anyone answering the question here? I'm just going to scroll up until I can hear. Oh, there we go. Mama Bear. I talked about you at Mama Bear. Inspire, create, grow. That's the nearest answer to the question I asked. So Mama Bear on YouTube. Please tell me your first name. I'm sure you will in the email. You have won this collection, the entire collection. If you can email customer service at craftstash.co.uk. I always forget if there's an S on the end. I apologise. I don't think there is, but if you have any issues getting through to that address, please do just check on the CraftStash website, which I've got here, and just double check that customer service email. But let us know your postal address and we can get this bundle out to you. You will get a brand new bundle, not the ones that I've used and played with and got tape all over today. But thank you everybody so much for joining me. As I said, we've got lots of other lives coming up, so please join Marta on Sunday at 10 AM if you're into or interested in digital crafting. She doesn't completely do digital crafting, but she often brings digital papers in to show you what you can download at home and then use with your craft items. Then we've got Sam Calcott. She's going to be here on the CraftStash page as well, and she's going to be here at 12:30 doing the Easy Folds launch from Creative Craft Products. And then Wednesday is Katie's launch as well with CraftStash & Co. That's again, I think that's, I want to say 12:30. 12:30 for that one. Then we've got Els Thursday, Elizabeth Crafts, Planner Essentials. I haven't sorted out a time because there's a time difference. She's like 8 hours behind us, something like that. So it's going to be more of probably an evening one, that one. So we might capture a few of you differently that time as well. And then got it in my head it might be Sizzix on Friday, but I'll double check that. You'll see all the events on CraftStash and on YouTube. We'll schedule them too, so you can remind yourself. Thank you all for joining us. I will see you on Wednesday, and we'll see Marta and Sam next week. Take care.